is called Sequoia, and we are an all Indigenous made bath and body products business. So we go all the way from formulating the products to making them and packaging them. Powwow Pitch helped me with the rebrand of my business, and the reason for that was I wanted my packaging to sort of speak for me when I wasn't there next to the product. So I was fine selling my products when I was set up at a powwow or a conference or something like that, but once we started doing wholesale, I'm not there to start explaining what our products are all about. So I needed the packaging to sort of convey that message when I wasn't around. Powwow Pitch is so important to Indigenous entrepreneurs because it gives us the opportunity, especially shy people or people that maybe just that 60 seconds is all they need. So this Powwow Pitch was incredible, and being an Indigenous entrepreneur, especially female, I felt like it really gave me a voice and that I was heard. My advice to anybody else who's thinking of doing some sort of pitch competition or anything like that is to really sit and think what exactly is it you want to accomplish, because the more focused you are, the more easily the judges are going to be able to understand what you're wanting to do. So focus, and then my next advice is just do it. That's action is what I'm all about.
Good afternoon, everyone. Lisa Commanda and Indigenous cause, Kitigan-Zibi and Donjaba. My name is Lisa Commanda, and I am a proud member of the Kitigan-Zibi Anishinaabe. In my 17 years as a police officer, I first-handedly seen the need for private security in my community. There are two components to Commanda security and dispatch services. Number one is providing private security to businesses, employers, event planners, and the second part being our dispatch service that provides support to on-duty police officers by answering all incoming telephone calls and dispatching appropriate emergency personnel to calls for service. Kitigan-Zibi hosts several different activities throughout the year.
And your biggest reward?
The biggest reward would be being able to recruit and hire youth from our community. We have other First Nations who reside in our community. I will be recruiting from other First Nations as well, providing that they are located within Kitigan-Zibi or in the Maniwaki area. It would be my way of giving hope to the young people that there are jobs out there. It's never too late to give up on your goals, and it would be my way of giving back. The prize money would come in very handy. I would use that to help recruit, train, and equip my 4 part-time security officers, and also the exposure that it's giving me. I've reposted Powwow Pitch on my Facebook, and I've posted that I'm here at the competition, and I've got so many likes already that I'm kind of surprised by it, and I'm really proud that what a wonderful opportunity this is.
Entrepreneurship is an extremely lonely process. So a lot of times we're in our homes, home offices, in our cars, doing this work all by yourself. So when you get to come to an event like this, it's so encouraging and so empowering, especially for our Indigenous people.
Cheekbone Beauty is an online cosmetics brand created to support First Nations education with high-quality, Canadian-made cosmetics that have never been tested on animals and is safe for sensitive skin. Cheekbone Beauty will donate 10% of our profits to Shannon's Dream through the First Nations Family and Child Caring Society of Canada. Most Canadians have no idea that a 30 to 50% funding gap exists for our schools on reservations. This is not fair. Less funding means less books, sometimes no libraries, and many other important activities that make learning enjoyable and foster success for our First Nations children. Cheekbone Beauty believes that we can create awareness one lipstick at a time. Thank you.
How do you think your pitch went?
Maybe a little too fast, I think, because I was really nervous. I've never formally pitched the business yet to anybody except close friends or family, so it was my first time actually pitching in a public setting to actual judges that could potentially give me some funds to help me with the business. I've been funding this completely all on my own at this point, and it's just things get more and more expensive as you go along. So the idea started small, and then now that I need new packaging and want to be able to offer great packaging and design resources and a marketing plan, all of those things cost money.
So we had some categories for scoring. They were provided to us by the Powwow pitch, and for me, the most important one is whether it helps the product that's being pitched helps a marginalized community. That's the thing I look for the most. And then on the other side, I look for, could this business actually deliver? Like, do I believe they can really do what they're trying to do? Because if they've got a great idea that would really help the community, that's great. But if they can't deliver it won't have an impact. So there are other criteria, but for me, those are the ones that I care about the most.
I was really looking for what is it that they're going to return to their community, what's the benefit that they're returning, and then their ability to actually scale. So is this something that's already on the market and they're just looking to scale it, or is it still really in the early stages and it's just an idea and it's not clear how they would actually implement it? So I was looking to hear really concrete information about how they were going to take their idea and move to implementation.
For me, it was the product that they were presenting or the service, and if they're able to bring it forward to the market.
Having done it 1 year, I think it's just an amazing event. It's a fabulous opportunity to talk to people who have a real passion and are working really hard to bring their products onto the market and make a difference in their communities, and I just find it very inspiring.
I don't know what else I could add to that. I think that's really the reason for me too. It's incredible to see these people who are innovating in their communities and who are aspiring social entrepreneurs and really want to make a difference. And so it's great to be here and have an opportunity to lend a hand and hopefully to see someone make their dream come to reality.
Man, my mom and dad, they're the ones who really encouraged me to be an entrepreneur. I remember being 8 years old, learning how to do crafts. Like this magic braid here is something that my mom taught me when I was 8 years old, and I haven't done it in probably 12 years, but I wanted to have a nice cool necklace for today, right? So I did the braid up there, and I'm gonna get some beadwork for it. But it was that stuff that they taught us, and then I remember they used to drive us around the gas station to go sell our stuff. And my parents aren't entrepreneurs, but they instilled that in us. I mean, and that's where I got my start. My biggest reward of being an entrepreneur, I stay home with my family and kids. You know, I used to build schools in the far north and houses. I've done all kinds of things in the past. I was a chef, and I was gone when the kids woke up, and I was home after they went to bed, right? So, I mean, it wasn't working out as a family. So being an entrepreneur was really my only opportunity to not be a divorced husband. Mentors, they just gave me a lot of positive feedback, man. A lot of them told me, like, you're ready. I mean, you know everything you need to do. You came well prepared for today. Just for me, it was hearing their feedback. I mean, they're people that have been doing business for a long time, like myself, but we're not all professionals in everything, right? So, I mean, hearing their feedback and getting other ideas on how to market on social media and the things that I'm already starting to do would help me a million times over. So I'm very grateful for the mentors that they had here today. The first year I came here, I think there was like 30,000 people. I think last year was over 45,000 people that came here. So, I mean, this is a perfect place for me to get my product out there and help grow our business, right?
I think the biggest reward is being able to be a role model in the Indigenous community. I would say as a whole, within Canada and the United States, because I did business in both places. And what it is that, because I'm able to do what I do and be successful at it, I think a lot of other younger people came along and they were able to emulate some of what I'm doing. So I feel like I had a lot of impact on Native fashion designers, yeah. So far, we already had a lot of good guidance from the mentors, and which is so important, and I appreciate it so much. Marketing is a big one for me, and we have a great marketing person, Betty. She's amazing, and we so important. And not only just today for today, but to continue and also to network with each other, because we can help support each other in our business endeavors. Yeah.
So if I have the opportunity to get some jonia out of this, some cash, I want to invest obviously in the development of this, put it out in the world, put it out into those grocery stores so that we can buy it in the grocery stores and say, hey, this is a Anishinaabe that bought this or made this.
The reason why we're here is because we would like to have the subvention to make the brand, and also I would like to teach to the kids how to pick up the medicine because in our culture the children doesn't know how to pick up the medicine, and me, I can teach them.
And why is towel pitch important?
It's important because at this point in my business, I really need to move to the next level, which would be taking care of all the printing myself, where it allows me to become self-sufficient. It also would allow me to work with other companies and do printing for them, which opens up another opportunity for making money.
I guess the most important challenge for a young entrepreneur would be access to capital. Gaining capital and having a source where you can obtain capital is a struggle. And for businesses or for Aboriginal financial institutions to provide you with capital, I think there's a lot of risk that they take due to the reason that you're starting a new business.
Well, this is very important. I have, 8 months at my business, and like I said, I don't have the money to invest in the software. So I'm using Google Sheets. I spend a lot of my time running the business instead of growing it. It's grown and it's been successful and it's been great. But these are opportunities also to practice the pitching process, because it's not an ingrained skill that I certainly grew up with. That this is how you sell yourself. We were told to be humble, not to brag. And so this is a way to do it in a culturally relevant fashion, and to give Indigenous people an opportunity to be out there in front of our own people and to have that pride, because most of us probably aren't going to other pitching. We're not going to ESACs, we're not going to all the other pitching. This is the one that we're like, we got to do this, so yeah.
Okay, my name is Anna. I'm an Anishinaabe entrepreneur from Kittigan-Zibi. My company is the Birch Bite. My company is a healthy meals subscription plan and delivery service. The Birch Bite makes meals delicious, heart-healthy, and diabetic-friendly. With the $5,000, I would rent a commercial space, purchase more equipment, packaging, and licensing. As a trained chef and holistic nutritionist, my passion and education is what drives the Birch Bite.
For third place, for $1,000, Minda. Oh, wow, thank you.
I'm just impressed. I wasn't supposed to be here today. Oh, thank you very much, Miigwech. I'm very happy and proud. So for sure, we're gonna use it to make the video and make the knowledge of the medicine of the motherhood. So thank you very much, and I love you all. Kizag and Miigwech.
Miigwech. For second prize, number 2 for $2,500, Lisa Commanda.
Woohoo! Miigwech! Thank you, judges. Thank you, Quen. Thank you, Powwow pitch organizers. Thank you, Summer Solstice. This money is going to be put to good use. My company is going to save lives. Miigwech!
Thank you. Thank you. And our first prize winner for $5,000. Now we need a drum roll, everybody. Cote.
Unbelievable. Yes, now I got my kitchen and I'm going to change health in our communities. One community at a time.
Miigwech.